They said people would never pay for something they could rent at a store. They were wrong. My name is Reed Hastings, and I turned a simple late fee into a billion-dollar idea. It all started back in 1997. I remember walking into a Blockbuster to return a VHS copy of Apollo 13 5 days late. The clerk charged me $40 in fees. $40. In that moment of frustration, a spark ignited. I thought, there has to be a better way. At the time, a new technology was just emerging, the DVD. They were small, light, and perfect for mailing. A light bulb went off in my head. Why not send movies directly to people's homes? No driving to the store, no lines. And most importantly, no late fees. That was the seed that grew into Netflix. My co-founder, Mark Randolph, and I started with a tiny team of just 30 employees, a basic website, and a warehouse filled with stacks of DVDs. To say people were skeptical is an understatement. We went to Blockbuster, the giant of the industry, and offered to partner with them. They practically laughed us out of the room. They had 9,000 stores worldwide. We had one server and a dream. But I held on to a core belief, a principle that has guided me ever since. Convenience always wins. People are busy. They value their time. If you can offer them a simpler, more efficient way to do something, they will choose it. So, we built our entire business around that idea. We introduced a subscription model, a flat monthly fee for unlimited rentals. No due dates, no penalties, no guilt. Just movies, delivered right to your mailbox. And you know what? People loved it. The freedom was revolutionary. You could keep a movie for a day, a week, or a month, it didn't matter. The stress of the due date was gone. Our little red envelope started becoming a familiar sight. In mailboxes across the country, we were the underdogs, the David the Blockbuster's Goliath. But we were growing, one subscriber at a time. By 2007, the world was on the cusp of another massive shift. Broadband internet was becoming faster and more accessible. I saw the next wave coming. And it wasn't a physical disc. It was streaming. The idea of watching movies and shows instantly over the internet was still a futuristic concept for most. Again, the doubters came out in full force. They said it would never replace DVDs. The technology was too slow. The data costs were too high. And people just weren't ready. But here's the thing about true innovation. It doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't ask if the world is ready. It arrives and changes everything. We knew we had to pivot. We had to shift our entire focus from mailing discs to streaming pixels, from a logistics company to a technology company. It was the biggest gamble we had ever taken, and it nearly broke us. The transition was painful. We split the company into two services, which confused and angered our customers. Our stock price plummeted, investors fled, thinking we had lost our minds. The media wrote articles about our imminent collapse. It felt like the entire world was betting against us. But through all that chaos, we stayed focused on the future. We believed that streaming wasn't just asterisk future. It was the future of entertainment. And then slowly but surely, it started to work. Internet speeds got faster. People started connecting their TVs to the web. The convenience of clicking a button and instantly watching a movie was undeniable. Within a few years, Netflix wasn't just a service anymore, it became a verb. Let's Netflix it tonight entered the global vocabulary. We had done it. We had changed the game again. But success in the tech world is a moving target. It brings new challenges. Suddenly, we weren't the only ones in the streaming space. New competitors with deep pockets were launching their own services. The cost of licensing content from Hollywood studios was skyrocketing. The critics started circling again, saying we'd reached our peak, that our growth was over. So, we did what we always do. We reinvented ourselves. We realized that to control our own destiny, we couldn't just be a distributor of other people's content. We had to become a creator. In 2013, we took another massive leap of faith and launched House of Cards, our very first original series. The industry was baffled. A tech company making its own TV shows, a whole season released at once. Everyone doubted it could work. But we believed in giving creative freedom to storytellers and trusting the audience to embrace a new way of watching. House of Cards was a global phenomenon. It proved that our model wasn't just viable, it was the new standard. Now, every major streaming platform is desperately trying to replicate the original content strategy that we pioneered. People often say that Netflix changed entertainment, but I see it differently. I believe the audience did. We just listened. We paid attention to what you wanted: more choice, more control, and more freedom. We built a platform that puts the viewer in the driver's seat. The future of entertainment isn't about giant corporations telling you what to watch and when to watch it. It's about empowering you with choice. My name is Reed Hastings, and looking back, I realized I didn't set out to build a company that just makes movies. I built a company to change how the world watches. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the history of Netflix. If you found this story inspiring or interesting, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more stories about innovation and the people who dare to think differently. We'll see you in the next one.